Hello, my stitchy friends. Happy New Year. I am Dee Stitcher, and thank you for joining me. Today is January 1st, and I am here to show you my WIPs and my finishes for 2023. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I know there are a lot of WIP parades going on right now. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. I have been busy because I've been going to school, so I haven't been stitching in October, November, and the middle of December. So I've been catching up frantically on my stitching while I'm on Christmas break, and I made some goals. So I'm here to show you what I've gotten done, and let's get right down to it. So I'm going to start with my finishes. I have my paperwork in front of me if I'm looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishes, which isn't bad, you know, considering. Most of my pieces are really big pieces, so they're difficult to finish, especially when you're going to school. So the first finish is one of my really big finishes. It's the Peacock Mystery Cell from Fox and Rabbit. Back then it was called Linen and Threads. I started this January 2nd, 2019, and I finished it in July 7th of this year. So I'll show you. I don't know if I showed you guys in previous videos. It's been a while since I've made a video, I think since September. Did I show you in September? This is the Peacock Mystery Cell that I completed. There is so much sparkly in there. That peacock is very sparkly. And then this thread is variegated. This is done with Fiberlicious Silks, Silk for You, just a bunch of Mo's silk, a bunch of different things from my stash, just to use it up. And so that is the Peacock Mystery Cell. That was my really big finish for the year, and I was so glad to get that off my plate because it started back in 2019. So there's that one. The next one that I finished is from the Emma Congdon book, Cross Stitchers for the Heart. And this is my finish. I started this August 14th, 2022, and I finished it in July of this year. So this is like all this family, because she doesn't really, oh, it's not even showing you the bottom. It's called Family, and, or I call it Family, sorry. She doesn't really label her patterns in those books. She just, and this is with, called for threads, and it's on 22 count, 2/1. So that's what it looks like. Bring it closer. That's that second finish. The next finish is New Starts. So the New Starts and Finishes. And I believe I was stitching these back when I was still doing the magazine monthly challenges where they would have an acrostic and you would have to stitch according to the acrostic. So I would start these things because they would fit in with the acrostic. I don't really have time to do that anymore. I don't have time to just do random starts just because. But these were smalls, so they were easy to do. Started this one, is called Cleaning the House. It's from Lizzie Kate. I started this in January 2023. I finished this in August, so maybe this wasn't one of them. I think I just finished it think I took it on a holiday somewhere and I finished it. Where did I take it to? This is done with my own threads from my, it's not called for, it's done with my own threads from my stash. These are from Moe's. I don't remember the names. I'm sorry. And it was bought, these silks were bought so long ago, I don't even know if they are still being made, so it doesn't really matter. True story, true story. So the next one is from one of the acrostics, but it's so cute. I think the acrostic was Needlework Shop or something. This is from Waxing Moon Designs. Started this on March 24th. I finished it March 26th, so 2 days. Or 3 days. 24, 25, and 26. Warning, this vehicle stops at all needlework shops. And this is not in the called for threads either. This is with my own colors from my stash. These look like they're most silks too. Yeah. Sure looks like it. Bought all of these things many, many moons ago, and they just sit in your stash because they're so special that you don't want to use them, and years go by and they're still there. Well, years have gone by and now I'm saying, what the heck was I doing? And I'm using them. The last finish that I had for this year was called Stardew Valley Chickens. It's from Choco Stitch. Chococo Stitch. C-H-O-C-C-O-C-O Stitch. She's on Etsy. My kids love Stardew Valley. And so I decided to stitch, and we have chickens. So I started this May 14th, 2023, and I finished it in August. So it looks like I got a lot of finishes in August and in the summer months when I wasn't working. And this was before I started going to school, so I have to go. My chickens need me. This is with called for threads that they asked for. And it's just attached to another project that I'm working on, which I'm going to show you shortly. My next projects that I'm going to show you are my new starts that I had for 2023. If you hear cats meowing, if you hear cats playing, I am a foster mom to kittens at the animal shelter, and right now I have 5 kittens. I've had them since they were 1 week old. Mom is now not here, but I do still have the kittens until they get adopted. So if you hear any ruckus or any meowing, that's what it is. Pardon me. This is my Christmas gift from my children. It's a Amsterdam cup. I love Amsterdam. I love the Netherlands. So this is my cup. Let's see. Okay. New starts for 2023. And then I'll go back and I'll show you my old WIPs. How does that sound? Good? Got no choice. Okay, so one of the new starts, I guess I'll start right here. This was called Cliffside Tiles. It's from Cliffside Stitches. This is done on 18 count. And this is what I got done for the year. I only had the intention of doing, I think there's 36 blocks or something crazy. My intention was to only do one block a month, which is what it ended up being. Did I do one block a month? No, because I didn't stitch it all while I was in school. I stitched in September, but I didn't stitch in October or November or part of December just because the workload was too heavy and I couldn't stitch. So I made up for it over my Christmas break, and I caught up, and then I started these to get me ahead for this year. So I'm going to bring this closer. I'm doing it in they have options of doing it with one color or with two colors or with three colors. And I'm doing it with four colors. And I'm doing it with the 4 colors. So there's 3 different shades of blue and 1 red. There's a light, medium, and dark blue. And then there's the red. This pattern here was free. It is no longer free. They took it down. And now I do believe they have a new sale going, or they're going to. But this was a free pattern. Isn't it beautiful? I just love these tiles. Yeah. So now it's not free no more. But you can purchase it on their website. My next new start was a double Dutch sampler from Sampler Cove Designs. Now I got this in my magazines. I bought those gift of stitching magazines that you can download them, 27 issues. And so this pattern was in there. So that's where I got it. Let me just get it here. This was a new start, January 1st of last year, so 1 year ago. It's its anniversary, just like the tiles. And this is what I got done this year. I am using Gloriana silk. It calls for Gloriana silk. My needlework shop provided, I texted them or I emailed them and I told them the threads that I'm looking for. They didn't have them in stock, so they gave me silks that are as close to the originals as possible. And they said, are you okay with that? And I said, sure, send it my way. Because I wanted to get started and I didn't want to have to wait for them to order me the actual silks when I don't care. As long as it's close. So that's what they did. This is what it is. This is the colors that it looks like. I'm very happy with my progress this year. So now I get to move the scroll frame up and do the bottom half. Is that it? Let me see. I guess I will go with the other starts that I have. So just a moment, I have to do what everybody else does and dig for my stuff. The next new start that I did was for an acrostic. Am I saying that right? Acrostic. And I don't know what it was supposed to be for, but I started this. It's a Heaven and Earth design. It is called Seahorse. It only has, I think, 10 or 11 colors in it. I am doing it color completing, so it does not look that exciting right now. There's only one color in it, which is this color right here, which is 762. This is the color that I am stitching it. I'm stitching it on the Seafoam Green fabric. I believe it's 18 count because it's of a seahorse. It's of a horse along the sea and the waves are splashing up on it. I will put a picture here for you to see, so you know what it's... Oh no, there's a kitten on the table. Oh dear, this means trouble. Come here. So, you gonna come? Pardon me. Pardon my reach. Here's one kitten. Do you hear him purring? They're so sweet. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Here's another one. Here's another one. Sorry, kitten break. Okay, go play. So this is seahorse. That's the color you see there. So you can see the ears of the horse here. Over here is going to be the splashing water. I got a lot done. I should get my iPad. Just a second. I'm going to get my iPad and give you some stats. Okay, so I'm back. So I'll show you the mock-up, I guess. Oh, here's the mock-up of Seahorse. And so I started this on February 1st, 2023. I'm currently at 6.31%. I have managed to complete 762, 5,972 stitches. There is still 5,134 stitches left of that color. So I still got a ways to go. So that's Seahorse. The next new start that I did was in April. It was from Owl Forest Embroidery. It was a free pattern. I believe it's still free. It's called Alice in Wonderland. It is, I think at the time, I don't know when it was released, but at the time it was a free sale. It's still free, but I think they were doing it as a sale. And now it's just released as an all-in-one pattern. Let me just get it for you. I'm doing this on 28 count, 1/1. And this is all that I've gotten done. Look at that rabbit. Isn't he cute? So the Queen of Hearts is going to go in here. And there's the rascally rabbit. I believe this is the corner of the pattern. And so, yeah, that is Alice in Wonderland from Owl Forest Embroidery. The free sale that they have. They also have an Emerald City, and they just finished with Treasure Island. Not really interested in Treasure Island. I didn't even read the book. I tried to, but I lost interest. So that's that one. The next new start was an Emma Congdon piece. It is from Cross Stitch for the Earth. I believe I started this on Earth Day, which is April 22nd. Where is my family piece? If I can find it. Pardon me, sorry. Here it is. I started this on Family Day for Earth Day. It's called Live Gently. I'll put the pattern up. Maybe I'll go get the book. This is all that I got done. Very, very sad and pathetic start. But I will go get you the book and I will show you what it looks like. All right. So I got the book. Cross stitch for the earth. This is what it will eventually look like. I'm calling it Live Gently. Live gently upon this earth is what it says. So I will be getting back to this piece this year. Stardew Chickens, Celtic Mosaic. So Celtic Mosaic is a new pattern that I acquired when I went to Stitch North in April. I saw this stitched up and it was absolutely beautiful, from the designers of Textured Treasures. This is the pattern here. I bought the kit at the retreat. This piece, I know it doesn't look like much on here, but you should see it. If any of you guys were at Stitch North, you're watching me and you know what I'm talking about. And if any of you were at Stitch North, I think there was another one the next weekend. I'm sure this piece was still up, but it is just stunning. So I bought it, and this is what I've gotten done so far. So I got all the black outline, and then I got the gray done. The gray is all done, and now I am, as you can see, I'm working on the brown part. I would like to get my goal for this. I don't know if I could do it just because I'm going back to school in 2 days. And then there's April, and then I'm done in April, and then I have the retreat again. But this is a fairly simple piece. I would call it simple. Small. I would like to get this, if not finished, I would like to get it close enough that I can finish it while I'm at the retreat. Does that make sense? So I'm going to be working on this as much as I can until April to see if I can get it done to show people at the retreat. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try. So that is called Celtic Mosaic. The next start that I had was on a whim. I was just in a mood, I guess. I don't know. I gotta find it here. Here it is. This is, everybody's been stitching it. I don't know. My husband is a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So am I, to be honest with you. I'm going to show you the mock-up. It's called Home in the Mountains from Golden Kite. I did get the standard. I don't understand. This is the only Golden Kite chart that I have bought. It'll probably be the only Golden Kite chart that I buy. It's got the blended threads. They call it standard. I don't know. This is what it will look like. It's a Rivendell. And it's a very intimidating piece to start. Even as an experienced stitcher as myself. This is my 10th year on FlossTube. And I've done a lot of different kinds of projects, but it's the blended threads that is intimidating. and the sheer size of it. So I just decided to just go with it. I'm just gonna grab the threads as I need them, which is this, you know, $6.99, a blend of $6.99 and 500, and then there's 500 on its own. What does that look like? Let me just get up the stats here. I did this in the bottom right corner, I believe. So this is all that I've gotten done. Now this right here doesn't look like much, does it? But this right here is 1,413 stitches. I'm doing this on 28 count. I am doing it. It's a rock. I'm doing it 2 over 1/10 stitch because it is blended threads. Can't do a full cross unless I do something bigger. So this is 2 over 1/10. I've done 2 over 1/10 on 28 count. I did the winter flower, frozen flower it was called, many years ago. It's now hanging in my mom's house. So it's not a new format for me. So that's Home in the Mountains. It's at 0.41%. 0.41%. And that was just a whim start. I said, I just got to do it, just got to start it, because if I don't start it, I'm never going to start it because it's just too intimidating. So I'm like, just do it. And then my last new start for the whole year was just on December 15th. I had my last exam, December 14th. I wanted to celebrate. So I started, I bought some new patterns for a reward for finishing school. I need my words. So I decided to start a pattern. It's a full coverage pattern. It is from it's from Etsy. It's from a new designer that I never heard of before. It's called Chill Time Needleworks. I will show you the pattern. It's called Psychedelic Dreams. This is what the pattern will look like. My intention is to stitch this and give it to my daughter. My daughter has this fascination for mushrooms. And I just love the colors in this. And so I would like, I don't know if I can finish it for her graduation. She's in grade 9 right now. She's, so there's 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't really know if I can finish it in 3.5 years, but nonetheless, it will be for her when it's done. And I just started it on the 15th of December. I am at 0.7%. I have accumulated 835 stitches on it. Doesn't look like much. It's on 14 count. I want it to be big. So it's on 14 count. It's what I had in my stash. Therefore, I use it. I am not into collecting stuff and keeping it anymore. Those days are gone. I still buy stuff, don't get me wrong, but I use what I buy. I don't just keep it. So it's a big piece of fabric, so I'm not gonna do that. This is all I've gotten done so far. It's gonna be the blue bubbles in here. This is the very top left hand corner of the piece. I am going to try and color complete this color, which is $9.39. There is some black in here. I did stitch some black in here. And then I moved to $9.39, which is the most used color in this pattern. I've stitched, as I told you, 835 stitches. What is left of this color is 14,822. Let me get that right. 14,822 stitches left of 939. Let's see, huh? Let's see what we can do. I am liking that method. You just take one thread, and as long as it's like going in a nice flow, it's easy. You just pick up the thread and you just stitch, and you don't have to worry about changing colors and all this and all that. You just take that color and you go, and as long as it's moving in a nice flow and not too many stitches apart from each other, it's very countable. It makes it very easy and enjoyable. It's I'm liking that method. So those are all of the new starts that I had for this year. Now I'm going to go back. Picture this. 2014. A start floss tube. I am a mad stitcher, like all you people out there. You're mad stitchers. You're fresh on floss tube, and you're starting like gangbusters. Starting things like gangbusters. Don't tell me you're not, because I know you are. Well, this piece was started in the frenzy of the internet and a floss tube. It wasn't even called floss tube back then. And you start all these things because the groups are being made of all these different designers, and you want to see, oh, what does this look like? What does this designer look like? So I start all the things. Here, 10 years later, 2024 now. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be 10 years old on March 17th. This piece that I'm going to show you is going to be 10 years old on March 17th. And I'm still not done. This is called Howling from Tilton Craft. If you're new to this channel, I do believe Artisy has this pattern. I don't think it's called Howling. I don't know what it's called. But I got this one from Tilton Craft in 2014. And if you're a returning viewer, you've been with me the whole time with this piece. When I started, let me get back to my notes so I can tell you what's going on. I started the year. This piece was at 36.44%. It says here, made January update video Howling was at 36.44%. As of right now, this pattern is at 60%. So I'm gonna have to move you back. This is what I have done so far. I wonder if YouTube will catch this for my thing. Catch it, YouTube, so I can use it for a thumbnail. Okay, so this is 60% right here. I got to 60% on the 30th. So last night I was just stitching on other things. Am I going to finish it this year? No, I'm not, because that's like 40% left to do. And with me going to school, that's just not possible. But I do plan to get a good chunk of it done so that it can be done in 2025. Because this old boy deserves to be done. Isn't it beautiful? I tell you, her charting at Tilton Crafts is beautiful. If you have not checked out Tilton Crafts yet, You should. She's still in business. She's still creating stitching. She's still charting. So you should go and check her out. I don't know if that one is available, but I do know that that one is available on Artisy. Let's go back. Let's go back in time. Where am I? Here I am. Whew. The other piece that I started in 2015 is When Dreams Come True. It's an Alfred Aframov piece. I am not working on it right now. When I bring it back, after I finish this guy, I'll bring it back and I'll show you. It is similar to Farewell to Anger. It is not called Farewell to Anger because I am doing the piece that is charted by Love Thy Threads, which is a cross-stitch company that back in 2014 was in business and is no longer in business. So Alfred Aframov moved to Heaven and Earth Designs. Michelle cross-stitched something that is very similar to what I'm stitching, and it is called Farewell to Anger. The next piece I'm going to show you is Snow White. I did not stitch on this year. I started this in 2016. Started this with Brittany from Ingleside Imaginarium. I am not a Halloween stitcher. And so I don't know how we got to deciding to do one of these. But she decided to start her, I think she's doing Pinocchio. And I decided to start on Snow White. It is from, sorry, I'm not even showing you. It is from these LCG textile. Snow White. I'm not taking it out of the package. So I started this for Halloween with Brittany. And we're both in the same place, I'm sure. She's so busy with her company, Ingleside Imaginarium, and I'm busy with other things too. But we had good intentions. It was a start along for us. This is all that I got done. I find this piece difficult to work on. I do want to finish it. That's why it's not a UFO, but to get the ambition to work on it is another story. Out of all the pieces that I have, of all the pieces that I've bought, this one never wins out. It never wins. So I'm going to have to make it a priority one year to say, you know what? You just got to do it. Just do it. I'm not there yet. I don't know. I'm going to keep it because it's special to me, but it hasn't been worked on. The next piece was a 2018 New Year, New Start. It is Chatelaine Water Garden. I'm just going to get it. It's over here. Oh yeah. I have not worked on this year. I have not worked on it in a long time. But I'm going to show you. I think I forgot to show you guys this last time when I did a WIP update or a WIP parade. I didn't show you this. It was... Now I don't know what's up and... Oh, I think this is up. Okay. So this is Chatelaine Water Garden. Done on 28 count. That's all I gotten done. When I get back to this, I'm not going to be getting back to it this year. It's going to continue to stay in its protective pillowcase because I'm classy like that. when I get back to it, I want to finish it and I want to concentrate on it. It is on a huge frame. This is just the center medallion, right? You know, chatelaine, they're huge pieces. So this is just the center piece, and then it goes out and out and out and out. And I don't know, probably goes out to here. So when I start working on this, I want to be able to set it up and just work on it and not have to worry about, I don't know, I just want to give it the time that it deserves instead of working on it and then, I don't know, I'm just not ready to go back to it. Where is Eastern Beauty? Oh, I forgot a new start. Let's rewind. I had another new start. Oh, no I didn't. That was started in 2022. Never mind. Eastern Beauty. Where are you? Uno momento. I got my handy dandy chocolate box that I keep my projects in. Eastern Beauty. This is the company that charts it. Started this back in 2018. I'd been doing floss tube for 4 years now. I was really into it. This is what I have done so far. Isn't she beautiful? I just stitched her face this year. It was at this point for so long, and then I just stopped stitching. And then just this year I stitched her face. Oh, let's show you what she's gonna look like. This is what she's gonna look like. And this is what I have stitched. This is stitched on 18 count. Isn't she pretty? Yep. All these pieces. So that was my stuff, everything that I started before I went on a big break. I stopped stitching for like 3 years. Stopped making floss tube, stopped watching floss tube, I stopped stitching. I was at the verge of giving my stuff away. I didn't think I would come back to it. It was scary, guys. It was scary. I thought that I was never going to come back to cross stitching. And, but I did. In 2020, was it 2020? I think 2020 I was trying to come back to it, and it didn't stick. But in that time that I tried to come back, it was a leap year. Now this year is a leap year again. This piece is supposed to be done because I said I'm going to start it on this leap year, 2020, and then next leap year it'll be done. 4 years. Lots of time to do this. Lots of time, right? You think, oh yeah, let's start a leap year piece and we'll get it done in 4 years. That's lots of time. Well, if you're somebody like me who either stops stitching or has 1,000,001 projects, well, you're never going to get it done, are you? No, you're not. This is Flying Owl. Let me show you a proper picture. And it's a Russian kit. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Not taking out of its package. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for the glare, but I am not taking it out of its package. But you got the picture? So this is what I've gotten done in the 4 years that I've been working on it. This year I managed to work on the wing. I think the when I first started, I got the body done. And then I think I went and I did the tail. And now I'm working on the wing. Isn't he handsome? He's so handsome. Let's see where I get on this piece this year. I am going to be working on it this year. I can't say how much time I'm going to be dedicating to each piece. It all depends on the level of intensity of school. So, it all depends on that. So, started that 2020 on leap year. 2-year break. That was a 2-year break. I stopped stitching. The next piece that I started was pandemic. Started this piece January 31st, 2022. It's the day that I got COVID. First time I ever got COVID. I know we get COVID and we get COVID and we get COVID. But this is the first time. This is the first time that I got COVID. And this is back when you get COVID, you stay home for 5 days. So I was home for 5 days. How long was I sick? I was sick for like 2 or 3 days. Like cold-like symptoms. Flu. It wasn't even a flu. I didn't have a fever or nothing. Anyway, had to stay home. Because that's what the world was doing at that point. So I started this. And this is all I got done. I went and I did the whole frame. We'll see if it's right. I went across. Now I'm starting over here. This is all I got done. Oh, what is on Pattern Keeper? Let me tell you. Where are you? Where are you, device? Here you are. Okay, let's see. Let's see where we are. I am at 11.53%. I have a total of 8,905 stitches on it. I don't think I've stitched on it this year. Nope. Will I stitch on it this year? I plan to. Will I? We'll see. We will see. We will see. Plan to. Whoa! It went right out the other end. Holy moly. Okay, let's do that later. Gave me a heart attack. Patient Stitcher. Patient Stitcher started this February 19th, 2022. Patient Stitcher. I don't even know where the pattern is for this. And I'm not going to look for it right now because I don't really even know where it might be. It's somewhere. Let's just hope. Because it's a hard copy pattern. Let me just check. Phew! I found it. So it's this Patient Stitcher from Tempting Tangles Design. It's going to say, stitching doesn't take patience, it teaches patience. And I'm in education. I work in an elementary school. Patience is required. This is what it will look like when it's done. I have not stitched on it this year. Why? I don't know. But I want to have it finished this year. This is what I have done. It says, itching doesn't take patience. It says itching doesn't take patience. I have to still do the S and the T, obviously. This is done on 28 count over 2. Turn the page, shall we? The next piece is 101 Alphabet from Rosewood Manor. I started this March 27th, 2022. Where are you? Here you are. This is a huge monster of a project. It is a blanket. It's a blanket, guys. It's huge. 101 Alphabet. It's no joke. But I managed to get 3 rows. I'm on 3 rows. I completed 3 rows. I only have another 3 rows to go. It's only taken me, well, in May. No, in March. It'll be 2 years. In March, it'll be 2 years. It'll have its 2nd anniversary in March. And I've done 3 rows in 2 years. All right. Will this fit? Let's just see. Oh my gosh. Can you see anything? I don't know. Oh my gosh. This is what's done so far. I can't get it all in the frame. It's too big. It's too big. Let's just hope that it's working because I can't see. Oh my gosh. Are you seeing things? Oh. Well, that's 3 rows. 3 completed rows. I work on this piece. I work on this piece every Sunday. This is a Sunday piece. When I was going to school those months, I didn't stitch on it because I was too busy. When you're paying that kind of money for university, you study because you make sure you damn well pass is what you do. So I didn't stitch on it on Sundays. So on the Sundays. So what I did was when I went on Christmas break, I put it in a frame and I kept it in a frame, and I worked on it until I got to the end of the row, which was my goal. So I completed my goal by stitching on it until I finished the row. So I caught up with all my missing Sunday pieces, if you know what I mean. Like, I caught up. I'm going to try right now on the 3rd when I go back. I'm only taking 1 course because I could only get in to 1 course because I applied late. So we'll see how heavy of a course it is to see if I can stitch on it on Sundays. We'll see. The next piece is Fallen Snow. I'm so confused. Okay. How you guys do this every month like this? I don't know. I don't typically show all my WIPs, so just the ones that I'm working on. This piece was started last, wait, where are you? November 2nd, 2022. It was for the first snowfall of the year. And would you believe that it is January 1st and we hardly have any snow? Like, we can still see the grass. I live in northern Alberta, Canada, and we hardly have any snow. And for us, that's dangerous because fire season is going to be coming upon us in May and things are going to burn down. That's not funny. So we need some snow. I started this piece on the first snowfall. I have not stitched on this. It snowed, I think. First snowfall, I believe, was in October this year. It snowed and it melted in a day. Does that count? So I haven't stitched on it this Christmas just because I typically start my Christmas and winter pieces in September. I didn't start on my Christmas pieces. I didn't start on my winter pieces. I didn't do it. I didn't have time. So this wasn't worked on. So, but I do plan on working on it. Once it starts snowing, then I'll start working on it this winter. This is all I have done with falling snow. It's going to be a pretty piece. This is what I keep it in. Fallen Snow is right here. This is what it will look like. It's from Shannon Christine Designs. It's 20 count. I'm stitching it on 20 count, 2/2. I don't know where the fabric came from. I don't remember. It was bought eons ago. Double dutch. Is that it, guys? Is that it? I am now back to... Oh, I have to get my Main Street Holiday. Started Main Street Holiday on November 20th, 2022. It's from Ursula Michaels Designs. This is what it will look like. According to this, at the bottom here, it has all the copyright stuff that I purchased it and when I purchased it. I purchased this in 2013. I started it 2022. This is all that I have done. I did this last Christmas. My intention was to do another building this Christmas. This is all that it is. But I was too busy for Christmas stitching. Maybe next Christmas. I don't know, I'll still be in school. That, my friends, I believe is all of my WIPs. I hope that wasn't too confusing for you guys. I was half confused myself. My plans for this year is to work on howling. I'm going to get as much of it done as I possibly can. I'm going to stitch as much of it as I can in the time that I have. How much time I have, I don't know. That's the problem. And then I'm going to, wait, I have all this stuff around me. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then I'm going to work on go to January. And then I'm going to work on my 101 alphabets. I'm going to work on that on Sundays if I can. And then, of course, I told you I wanted to work on my Celtic mosaic because I want to have it almost complete for the retreat in April. So that's number 3. My number 4 project would be the double Dutch sampler because I would like that to be completed for this year if I can. I can't make any promises, but I'm going to try. So with that going to school, so that I'll be in school from now until April. April, I'll be done school, but I'll still have my work, my job, for like I work in an elementary school, so I'll still have that from April till June. And then I'll have July and August off. I think I'm going to get a job though because it's hard having two months off and not having a paycheck. You can collect unemployment, but I tell you, unemployment in Canada, so I might get a job. But I'm going to start with those 4, and then all these other projects here, other than the Chatelaine and Snow White, and I forgot to show you Stitching Room. Forgot to show that to you. And this one. I'm not going to be working on this one either. Valley of the Trolls by Stitching Moon Designs. I bought this. She takes pictures. She lives in Norway. She lives in Norway. And she takes pictures and then she puts them into her thing and she makes cross stitch charts. So this is a real mountain. This is what I have done. Actually more than that. Sorry. This is what I have done. I won't be working on that this year. I'm sorry. But all the other ones I'm going to try and work on when I can. Whether it's 5 days or whatever. It's something. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, we got another kitten. There's 3 black kittens and 2 tabby kittens. Yeah, so I'm going to work on these 4, concentrate on these 4 for the year. All the other projects are going to be sprinkled in whenever I can. They're just going to be sprinkled in. And if I do finish Celtic Mosaic, or if I do finish Double Dutch Sampler, then I'll bring another one in and I'll focus on that one. So we'll see what this year brings. I wish you guys all health and happiness in your life. I wish you happy stitching. And I'm going to say goodbye for now. And take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Stitch what you love, first of all. If you don't enjoy it, don't stitch it. And take care. I'll see you guys next time. I will try and do an update at the end of this month to show you guys where I'm at. I will continue with my updates as much as time allows me to. If I'm not stitching like I wasn't stitching in those months, I'm not going to be making a video, but I'll let you guys know that. But until then, take care. Happy stitching. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. Bye-bye, guys.